Hello YouTube. So I thought I'd make a quick update due to this liquidation event. So with Bitcoin we never actually got the 119 level before the pullback, and right now I'm looking for support here at 111. If we don't find support here and bounce, then I think we will clear these lows, form a lower low. That will be the weekly cycle low. And there is some confluence for that because on the weekly, we actually made one of these candles again that we made on the total chart with high volume. So this speaks to more consolidation. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the entire market is going to be bearish. Bitcoin looks like it could be, but my thesis is, and if Bitcoin is in distribution, then the rest of the market could still move. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, you can see that it rejected very nicely of this 12-hour supply zone, and this speaks to this moving lower. If we look at Tether, you remember I talked about the inverse head and shoulders here. Now for that to play out, I want to see the 12-hour or the daily close a candle inside this red zone. Then we are retracing all the way up here. So that would be a very broad pullback overall. So far we don't have that, so this could just be a fake out move before continuation. We have to keep watching this level. For Ethereum, we failed to hold the 20 SMA, and I thought this was the start of the impulse. It wasn't. We're right now trading at daily demand here. If we don't find support here and reverse, then this green box down here will be in play. Now ADA, I think that the most likely outcome is that once Bitcoin retraces, and if Bitcoin retraces and makes a lower low, ADA will pull back to the 200 SMA. The reason I say that is because ADA BTC I believe will hold above the 200 SMA. So if Bitcoin pulls down, makes a lower low, ADA will pull back down here. Others to ETH wasn't even affected during this, still holding up the 20 SMA, making higher highs, higher lows. Or I mean, this is a lower high, but the trend is still up. So ideally this continues, and this is something that I'm watching, because if this continues to trend up, then that means the bull market is still on the go. But if this trends down along with Bitcoin pulling back, then we either have to entertain the bull market being over or the bull market extending. It's either one of those. Total 3 to BTC, I think what I want to see here is if we can reclaim the 20 SMA on the daily here and continue the uptrend, then that would signal a lot of strength for altcoins. And if it fails to do that, I would look for support here at the green box, and potentially it pulls back all the way to the 200, but that would mean we're gonna get a broader market pullback overall. Now in the last video I talked about this breakout on core, this falling wedge, and how that was probably definitely the low, and you can see how we just blasted through there. And this is a textbook example of why you do not use leverage when you trade altcoins, because this liquidation event took out all the longs below this low and all the longs below these lows from the prior impulse. So again, like, you don't need leverage when you're trading altcoins because you're gonna get wrecked in the middle of the night. So this is a clear example of that. Now what I'm looking for here is obviously support within the demand zone here, and we probably need more consolidation before trending up again. If we lose the 33 cent level, then this thing is in a bearish downtrend, like higher time frame. So we are close to a bottom here. If we don't find a bottom here, then I don't really see the future of this project, honestly. So ideally more consolidation here and then a reverse trend. Now Acash. So Acash needs to find support at 98 cents. Because there are two bullish scenarios that I see here. One is that this is a triangle in a WXY. And then obviously you can't break below the triangle. And the second scenario is that this is a 1-2, 1-2. And then the 88.6 retracement is the last retracement that I would look for. So to me, the 98 cent level, that's the make or break level for Acash. If we break below here, then I would look for. We obviously have a big support zone here, but I think we are actually heading all the way down to the 60 cent level. If that happens. So yeah, pretty clear zone there for me, at least, to keep an eye on. And yeah, I think that's my market view overall. I talked about this pullback 2 videos ago, so it doesn't really come as a surprise. I did not think it would affect the altcoin market as much as it did. But since we're seeing rotation on the others to ETH chart, I'm still leaning bullish. I don't think the bull market is over. We're also seeing like the S&P 500 is just keeps on moving to new highs, so I'm leaning bullish still, even though I know this scares a lot of people. But I'm still bullish. We might have to. Here's the thing, I don't expect the rest of September to be any mega rallies. And I don't think the first half of October will be super bullish either. I think the second half of October is the time frame where we're starting to see more mania in the market. So yeah, that's my thoughts for today. And don't use leverage. Trade safe. Bye.